Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Angie and today we're going to be refreshing my envelopes as well as doing a cash stuffing. So the first part of this video will be redoing my envelope setup, and then the second part will be the actual cash stuffing. I'll make sure to include kind of like a timestamp you can skip to, as well as the chapters underneath, so if you're here for the cash stuffing you can skip to that. Otherwise, let's get started with redoing our cash envelope system. Alright, so I am so excited to redo my cash envelope system because I designed brand new envelopes and they're in a completely different style than what I normally have. So I'm keeping things pretty much the same, except I'm going to have to redistribute what I have here in bills. So I have $20, $30, $40, $45. I think I'm just going to put that in my phone bill. I don't know, actually. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do probably the $20 in gas, or no, groceries. Let's do this. And then the rest of these will go into my phone bill. Or maybe I can move this 5 somewhere, because this is 20 a week. So I'm just redistributing the bills first. It's a little messy because it wasn't as organized as what it is now. So that's why it's kind of looking a little crazy. But then after I do this, things should be pretty simple. This 5 will go into gym membership. Alright, so I think we figured out bills, so let me move that to the side. So what I want first is groceries, and then this is our gas rollover, which my gas prices in the area just went up, like a lot. So I went to go refill my tank and it was about $35, and which is pretty good compared to most places, but I was getting away with like $20, $25, and yeah. So let me know what the gas prices are by you guys. I'm curious to know. So we're going to do cell phone, gym membership, dental insurance, which is a new one. I just got myself dental insurance. I am due for a wisdom tooth surgery in early October, so quite interesting. Car maintenance, so let's do this first. I did just cash out a placeholder in here, and I forgot I had these from Budget with Maddie, but they are so beautiful. So I had to spend from here as well as cash out one of my placeholders, which I will be unstuffing from at the end of the month. I got a tire rotation and oil change. Emergency fund, and I love the new style of my envelopes. It's just something I kind of came up with off the noggin. And yeah, I just feel like it's a lot bigger, and I feel like it takes up more space on the envelope, which I kind of prefer. And then I also love on my bills envelopes where I have like certain amounts I need to stuff each month. I love the little beige brown part on the bottom part. Rainy day. Let's switch her out. Annual fees. Oh, let's do medical first. Medical is a new envelope so that I can actually save up for my copay of what I need to pay for my wisdom tooth surgery and anything else like medical related. I do pick up kind of like a Sudafed medication each month for my allergies, especially when the weather's changing. It gets so bad. And that's the only thing that kind of helps me, because I get sinus migraines where all the sinus pressure in my face actually causes a migraine. So Sudafed kind of attacks it like at the source. It's not just treating the migraine, it's treating the sinus pressure that's causing the migraine. So that's my story on that. And then miscellaneous is the last one. And then we have our no spend tracker in the back, which is going quite well. And yeah, so that is the binder. So I love this kind of more organized bills part of my binder. The next thing I want to do is actually create some bookmarks so I could separate bills from high priority like sinking funds. I'm kind of thinking about also organizing between short and long-term sinking funds. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm going to stick with this for now. All right, so let's go ahead and get these envelopes out of the way. All right, so we got some work to do in this binder. I know that. So we are going to pull from here. So this is now, instead of Angie spending, it's going to say personal spending. I just feel like that flows a little better. Hair is now hair appointment, which has been fully funded, which kind of brings me to some Happy Mail that I got, which I'll kind of be showcasing as I go along in this part. So I ordered from Sassy Peanut Budgets, and she is literally so awesome, guys. She sent me so much, but she sent me some fully funded placeholders, which I thought were very cute. So I'm actually going to pop this right in here. Bam, there we go. Clothing is going in clothing, just a new envelope. So in my low priority, which we're in right now, I do have some new categories. So toiletries is one of them. I also have skincare and supplements right behind it. And then Nespresso. Entertainment, which honestly I was thinking of making entertainment more like a social envelope, like not so much like if I host people, but it could also be like going out or hanging out with my friends, just doing something social. But honestly, I think entertainment works. I think it'll be fine. Date night. There we go. And then instead of cash stuffing fun, which I've been using this placeholder from the Millennial Dollar like pretty much for an entire year and a half, I actually just made something called Small Shop Fund. So this Small Shop Fund is kind of like for Etsy, but also for, you know, the upcoming holiday season. I really want to focus on buying from small businesses because honestly, guys, they are hurting the most right now, and I want to do my best to support them. And I'm a small business owner. My mom's a small business owner. My dad is a business owner, and I'm friends with so many business owners, so I feel like it's just so nice to be able to support them. And yeah, so I'll be pulling out of here and maybe like putting some of my Christmas budget in here to kind of splurge on some small shops. Now, the next thing that I want to put in here is this one thing I got from Sassy Peanut Budgets is this SpongeBob envelope. SpongeBob is literally the best cartoon ever. I stand on that. So I think I'm going to put that here. And then I have my Hello Fall, my sushi. Oh, and I just replaced these. I got these from my bestie, Chelsea. So she makes these menu savings challenges, and then she sent me the envelopes that go with them. So I have the You Better Catch Up to Me. I like big buns, and I cannot lie. And then I also picked up these two challenges. I don't have the envelopes for them yet, but I put them in these soft PVC, and I'm pretty sure that's it for this binder. All right, so let's move on to our holiday binder. I'll move this to the side. Okay, so the first thing I kind of want to do in this binder, I might do it at the end, but it is a piece of Happy Mail that I got that I think would go really well in this binder. I might even take out my fluted dashboard. It just depends on how much room it takes up. Let me scoot this down. So these categories pretty much stayed the same. It's just the holidays that I celebrate and save for. Nothing too special here. This is a freebie from Cash Up with Grace. I just had to fold it because my binder doesn't cover it all. So that is for Mother's Day. And then Father's Day. Anniversary. I do have some more Happy Mail I'm going to showcase right about now, so let me stick this in anniversary. Now for Halloween, I did order a bit more from Sassy Peanut Budgets. That wasn't my whole order. I ordered this cute bookmark savings challenge, which, oh my gosh, guys, it is absolutely adorable. So I am just going to use this, mark it off, and then put whatever I save in there in my Halloween envelope. So for my Halloween envelope and my Halloween savings in general, I actually ordered this from Savings with Grace. So I ordered her special Christmas envelope. I think it's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So I saw it on Budget with Maddie's channel and I just had to get it. It was so awesome. So I'm going to replace my main Christmas envelope with this envelope right over here. And then I did print a second Christmas envelope, totally by mistake, but I thought this would be good to house my savings challenge from Cash Up with Grace. So she sent me the 12 Days of Charlie Brown, so I might as well just put this right in here, keep things nice and organized because I'm still finishing my other tracker in Christmas. And then I also have a New Year's Eve envelope now, so I'm going to try saving up some funds for New Year's Eve. And then Savings of Grace actually sent me this as well. So it's one of her dashboards that has the cute little hearts on the side. Thank you so much, Grace. This is absolutely beautiful, by the way. And I was thinking of putting it in the back of this binder because I feel like the hearts would still poke out. If they don't, I'll move it into another binder. I don't know, what do you guys think? Like that layering to me, I'm looking at it from the top, it's a little more subtle, but then whenever I go into my binders, you'll be able to see it from the back. I know a lot of people put her dashboards in the front, but I kind of like it in the back. I don't know, let me know what you guys think. All right, so now we're gonna move into my business binder. And that's pretty much all the challenges I'm gonna be putting in my binders for now. I am kind of using like a more savings challenge heavy approach because when I save with saving challenges, I'm less likely to spend that money. So that's why I'm kind of trying to utilize more savings challenges so that I'm not spending my money as much. I didn't change up too many categories in this binder, so the only thing that I did was I switched up, or I actually separated shipping supplies and shipping expenses. So sometimes here and there I will ship things through like Instagram or ship, I don't know, just something to like a family member, something like that. So I end up with like a USPS, like I paid for postage somewhere. It wasn't included in like the Etsy stuff. So yeah, I just figured it'd be nice to have a little envelope there, probably like keep it at like 50 bucks or something like that, and it would be fine. It doesn't happen all the time. All right, and then long-term savings, I changed officially to investment because I'm going to be opening up probably a Fidelity or a Charles Schwab account for kind of like a brokerage account. So hopefully I can stuff some money in there to just keep on investing in that. But I'll keep you updated on that. I'm probably going to do it this week or first week of October. All right, next we have Joe's binder, and his binder is pretty simple. Most of it is in this style because I do stuff a lot of like fixed expenses for him and some variable expenses like his spending, but I kind of made that like a fixed expense for him, so like he'll get $30 a week. And then I have this a little out of order, I think, but I'm gonna do groceries here, which is the next, so let me just do this quick. I might switch this up in the future, but I don't know, I like having groceries first before gas. So there's my gas, and then groceries here. And yeah, some of these envelopes were kind of giving out, but most of them were fine. I just really wanted to switch up my aesthetic, and then I guess this is kind of my setup I might carry into 2026. I don't see myself changing anything too soon. I might though, who knows? But I feel like this is like a good setup for me to kind of finish out my goals for the end of 2025. Like now is like crunch time. Like this is when we really have to like lock in and reach our goals that we set in the beginning of the year. So I felt like a new envelope setup would kind of help me do that. We're gonna do gym membership. Okay, and then supplements and skincare. I think I want to do, I have to kind of split this up a little bit. So I know he said he has to get new skincare, so I might, or was it supplements? I forgot. Let's do this. We're gonna do 102 in supplements because I feel like he said supplements. And then we are gonna do 35 in skincare. Perfect. And then subscriptions. So I'm going to try to do 25 a week, if not 25 every other week, because I believe it's $50, but like I said, I still need to kind of get a full list of subscriptions that we're doing and be a little bit more clear on our goals. All right, and then the last binder, this is super exciting. So I did make some envelopes that were a bit more specific to my Montenegro trip. So here is my Disney section. And then here is my Montenegro trip section, I guess. It's really just one envelope. So let me scooch these over. So I have the money saved up in here. Now, I do want to make a separate video on kind of like my travel strategy for this trip. It's really insane, guys. Like, hint, hint, I am going to somehow end up on an Emirates business class flight, and it's totally going to be free. So I love travel hacking with credit cards, and yeah, so a lot of things are going to be happening. I'm switching up my credit card setup, and I will be making a video on it. But right now, I'm just going to move this into our plane tickets envelope because there are some fees that we have to pay. Yes, of course, especially like on the way there and on the way back. But it's nothing too crazy, especially for 3 people. Like the prices that we got are really good. And I am running this whole crazy strategy right now, and yeah, I'll definitely give you an update on it as soon as I can. I just got to kind of finalize my credit card setup. So that will be my primary saving that I'm doing for this trip. And then once that's done, which it's almost done, I'll go for accommodations, a day in Milan, because based on the way that the flight is going, we're going to have to do kind of like a day in Milan, Italy. And then we'll go to Montenegro from there. Then we have groceries, eating out, activities, shopping, gifts, miscellaneous, and then pre-trip shopping. So you could see on every brown part that's over here, I kind of have goal instead of how much per week. So that's how much I want to be having in these envelopes by the time the trip rolls around, which will be next year in August or September. So I am kind of like in a good spot right now, at least, and I might even utilize some of my saving challenges, kind of like my roll the dice, save and play, things like that, to save up for this because I can kind of have some fun with it. I'm not in a time crunch, and yeah, so those are my brand new envelopes. So thank you for watching that portion of the video if you did, and now we're going to move on to the cash stuffing. So first, let me go ahead and use this fingertip moistener. This is from Budget with Maddie. And this is really good for counting cash. It just kind of like helps you get a grip on your cash. So I do need a count actually because I asked the teller to kind of include an extra 50 and I already replaced that envelope with the 50 I needed. So I just want to like double check. So we have 100, move this here, 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 80, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's perfect. We have 771. So now let me go ahead and start in my wallet. All right, so I'm actually not sure how the lottery works, but the talk of the town right now is the Powerball. It's at like 1.7 billion. I don't know if everyone in every state can play the lottery, but yeah, it is actually insane, and I actually went ahead and played it. So I spent $20 on tickets. I got $4. I got one ticket that had like the Powerball and a few matching numbers. So this $4 I actually have to use because I understuffed an envelope just because of my new setup. I need a little bit of a learning process there. So I'm going to put that in the back. And then this 20, I believe, was from gas. So we're going to put that to the side. Okay, so I just grabbed my cash planning sheet. Groceries is going to get $20. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm in my new setup. This is so weird. Not groceries. Gas is getting $25 for this week. Okay, weird. And this is actually a good 5, so I'm going to use this 5 in the back. And then Joe's eating out, which I have no idea where it is. I'm looking at my sheet. Maybe he's getting in his spending envelope. So I'm just carrying the $25 for gas. This is so weird, guys. I'm sorry. So I carry cash for gas just in case I need it, but I normally put it on my card. And I normally carry Joe's spending in here in cash just in case we need it, but we usually put it on a card too. But he is getting his spending money in his envelope now. So that's it for the wallet. Okay, now I feel weird. Like, everything is weird now because I have this new setup, but I'm also very excited for it. So groceries is getting $20. So it has 40. And this is like a partial grocery fund for me because I still live at home and my parents usually buy a lot of groceries, but if I need to pick up something like specific for me, I also kind of want to chip in and not necessarily make them pay for it all the time. This is our gas rollover, so in case we don't spend as much for gas, we just stuff the extra in here. Cell phone is getting $20, so it has 40. Gym membership is getting $5. Oops, so it has 10. That was my cash planning sheet. Let me get that. All right, I had to move my cash tray over a little bit so it could fit here. Dental is getting, I put $10, but I want to stuff the three out of the 4 singles that I had in here from the Powerball because I need to do 13 a week now. So yeah, I have new dental insurance. I am scheduled for a wisdom tooth surgery on October 8th. And yeah, so I got this dental insurance because my plan doesn't cover my dentist and I need this work done and I want to be by somebody that I trust. So that's why I got that. Apple is getting $3. And then car maintenance is not getting anything. We're going straight to rainy day. This is my new tracker from Budget with Maddie that I'm starting. So I'm just going to do $10 and I'm just going to do a little heart. Keep this over here. So we have 200, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 90. So 290 in rainy day. So I will be paying for at least half of the expense of my wisdom teeth. I don't know if my parents want to help me with that, but that'd be greatly appreciated, Mom, if you're watching. But if not, I have money saved up. I don't know if I want to dip into my rainy day first or my emergency fund or save up enough in my medical. So I'm kind of thinking of how I want to handle that. Medical is actually not getting anything this week. Annual fees is getting $10. I did my cash planning before I kind of set up my envelope, so I messed up a little bit here and there, but it's okay. Annual fees has 100, 50, 70, 90, 200. So I'm going to try to save up as much money as I can before October 8th. It's not going to be too expensive because of the new dental plan that I have out of pocket, or from my end at least. PO is getting 5. So we have 50, 60, and 65. But it's not like an extensive surgery. Like, I'll be awake during it, and they were like, oh, we have laughing gas if you want it, which honestly, guys, I might take it because it's my only opportunity in my life to try it, and I always see it in all the cartoons and everything. So I don't know. Miscellaneous has 15 now, and no spend we're gonna stuff next week, but I did have 2 no spend days this week. Moving on to low priority, which I am so excited to stuff these envelopes in here. Personal spending is going to get $5. So it has 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and I'm going to add this extra $1 just to round that off. So $15 in personal spending. Hair appointments fully funded. Clothing is getting $10, and for that, I'm going to flip it this way. So I did 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is a freebie from Chelsea over at Be the Happy Turtle. So I'm almost done with this. I have just $4 left. So what did I say? $10. So we have 61. I did buy some clothes this month, but I am also going to put out a video of my planned spending for this month to make sure I don't go over budget. Toiletries is getting 5. And that's all that it has. Skincare is not getting anything. Supplements is not getting anything. Nespresso is getting 5. So we have 35. Okay, we're skipping straight to fall. So fall has 40, or it's getting 40, I mean. So 20 and a 40. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100, and 105. So we are almost fully funded for our apple picking adventures that we want to do this month. And then we are actually going to do this sushi challenge from Catch Up with Grace. So sushi is getting $5, and that is this 5 right over here. And that's all that it has. And then we're actually going to jump to our Twilight challenge. So I'll stuff that here, but I'll show you what challenge I'm talking about. It is an A5 challenge, so I just keep it off to the side. So it's the city of Forks, Washington. So I just call it Twilight, and it's from the Budgeting Introvert. So I scratched off these 3 numbers. So I'm going to scratch off these 4 today, but let me first stuff 21. All right, so let's see what we get. I'm going to do this off to the side over here. Alrighty, so we scratched off a 10, a 6, a 7, and a 5. So that's $28 that we'll be stuffing here next week. So I'm trying to finish this within the month of September, so I could save $70. I'm probably going to put that toward like a some sort of expense that I know I have coming this month. Maybe clothing, maybe my fall activities. I'm not sure yet, but that's why I'm going a little bit quicker with that challenge. And that's it for my low priority. Moving on to my business binder. So yeah, my method of kind of staying on budget, which I'll explain in that video I want to post, is basically just utilizing saving challenges to save for the things I have coming up. That way I'm not looking at that envelope and seeing like, oh, I have a lot of money in there to spend. It's like, no, I have to finish my saving challenge before I spend anything. So just kind of a flip of the switch there. Materials is getting 10, so now it has 15. Shipping supplies is not getting anything. We're jumping to YouTube, actually. YouTube is getting $10. So now we have $40. And yes, so I just want to say thank you. I reached 800 subscribers, and I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate everyone who took the opportunity and the chance to subscribe to me and taking a chance on me, honestly, I feel like, because I've grown a lot from when I first started my YouTube, when I first started my shop. And yeah, I just really appreciate you being here, and I love sharing this type of content. I love sharing it with you and sharing my budgeting journey, which has gone a complete opposite direction than when I first started this channel. So it's just really bittersweet. So not bittersweet, it's just really sweet. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yes, that means that I'm saving up to buy from some small shops for a giveaway. So I have no idea when that's happening, but I am planning on it. Real estate is getting 50, so it has $6,050. And then that's it for this envelope, binder. I keep saying envelope. That's it for my business binder. Moving into our holiday binder. So yeah, I kind of like the way that this dashboard looks in the back, because then when I stuff this binder, you could see the hearts kind of poking out. I really like that. So we are doing, looks like we're doing $17 in birthday. I have no idea why. I guess that's just the way the things worked out here. So $17, we have 20, 40, 50, 5, 6, and 7. Oh wait, we have an extra 50 in here. So that's probably 107, but 50, 70, 90, 110, 115, 16, 17. Oh, 117, I guess. Then we're gonna go to anniversary. So my boyfriend gave me a hint. He said that it's going to be a series of days that he's going to need me available. So it's about 3 days, and he said that he's going to tell me what to pack for his anniversary gift that he's getting me. So I assume I'm traveling somewhere, and I have no idea where yet, but I have some ideas in my head. But it's a few days like before our anniversary, we're going somewhere. So we'll see, guys. We will see. So anniversary is getting 125, I believe. So 120 and 5, and then this is just to save up for our full body scans for our metabolic rates and fat and muscle ratios and whatnot. So we have 600, 700, 20, 40, 45, 50. So 750, I would say that we should save up probably about $150 more, and then we'll be fully funded in here. Halloween is getting $10, and I want to use this tracker from Sassy Peanut Budgets. So let's see what we could fill out here. So to make $10, let's do this 7 and this 3. Okay, perfect. So we have 100, 10, and 20. And then in Christmas, we are doing $50. This is my new envelope from Savings with Grace. So I think for $50, we're doing the 2 25s over here. And we're almost done. We have $55 left in total to finish up this challenge. This one is from my shop, actually. I do have kind of like a holiday collection. So we have 800, 900, 20, 40, 45. So 945 saved up in Christmas. How exciting. And then we'll be doing this challenge soon. This is from Cash Up with Grace. It's her 12 Days of Charlie Brown. It's a really nice, like kind of like a low denomination challenge, but it saves you 78. So it definitely adds up. And I really appreciate that. So we're going to do that next time. And then now I have a New Year's Eve envelope. How exciting. Moving into Joe's binder. Sneaky Joe planning surprise trips. Who knows what is going on. Joe's spending is getting $30. So that kind of includes like money that he could use to eat out this week if he wants. Groceries is getting $90 a week now. So we're going to do that. 50, 70, 90. So we have 51, 20, 40, 50, 55. Perfect. Gas is getting 25. So he has 20, 40, 65. $65. Hair appointment is getting $25. So now he has 20, 40, 45, 50. I feel like the bills I got today are making it a little hard to count, but my fingers also feel a little dry. Gym membership is getting $10. So now it has 20. Supplements is getting 25. I know it says it, but I didn't know if I was stuffing it this week. So it has 125, 6, and 7. So 127 in supplements, which I feel very confident in because he doesn't need to buy supplements, I remember now. And then skincare is getting 15. So he has 20, 30, 40, and 50. And then subscriptions is getting 25. So he has 20, 40, 45, and 50. So that's it for Joe's binder. Last, we are going to move on to our holiday binder. No, we're moving on to our travel binder. And we are going to our Montenegro trip, and we are stuffing $50 in plane tickets. So we have 750, 70, 90. I did say this in the first part of the video, but we have plans to kind of travel hack our way into this trip. So I'm travel hacking so hard, guys. I might end up in Emirates business class for free. And actually, no, I will. It's not I might, I will. I'm actually transferring my points after this video to Emirates. So me, my boyfriend, and my grandma, we are going to Montenegro to visit family and have a nice little vacation. So I believe that the trip there on those Emirates business class flights for the 3 of us is going to come to $1,200 just in the fees. The rest will be covered by points. And then on the way back should be completely covered by points, maybe some small fees. And then when we actually go there, we're going to have to spend a day in Milan just because of that first flight. Now, from Milan to Montenegro, it's probably like a $50 flight, so that'll come out of this envelope as well. So I expect to spend around $1,500 for the flight there, the connection flight, and then the flight back home. So that should be pretty good. If I need more, I'll have more. But yeah, so that is what I expect to spend there. And then just a quick flip through if you missed it. I thought this section was pretty interesting. So we have accommodations, a day in Milan, groceries, eating out, activities, shopping, gifts, and miscellaneous. Oh, and then pre-trip shopping. So I have a goal amount under each envelope title, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna reach those goals. It's just kind of like, I kind of overestimated, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I need $200 for pre-trip shopping when I have a lot of stuff, but it's just kind of like a goal to have in mind. So yeah, these are my categories for my Montenegro trip, and I'm very, very excited for it. So that is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and thank you if you stuck around in the beginning to switch out my new envelopes. And if you liked what you saw today, I make this type of content all the time. I do cash stuffings, unstuffings, condensings, credit card videos, all that stuff. So if you liked what you saw today, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!